Okay guys, we're going into FOMC. The market is predominantly pushing down, so I'm going to be looking to see what the initial reaction is, looking for a break under here. So we're going to drop that in pretty much straight away, and then we're going to go from there. So let me set that in just underneath. Boom. Right, you can see the initial reaction go in the opposite direction. So we're going to edge that up. We're looking for around 10 pips for the first pulse. It's actually quite dead in the water, this market at the moment. It's 7 o'clock now, so the minutes are starting. Now if I pull this over, I can still watch it on my other screen, which is what I'm watching, and then I'll kind of show you something. It's telling me to sell it as the trade, and it's gone into +1 -1 as a scalp, but it's telling me not to look as a day trade. So because of the volatility, I'll push this out a little bit, but it's telling me to keep everything pretty low. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to scale it up back into here. Now there are elements that I can look at. And if we start looking, you can see it's pushed down, had a strong drive to here, broke the base of this. And what I'm kind of expecting is this to come up, maybe it's halfway into this and then slam down. Now, if we go on to 15 minutes, we'll be able to see that in greater detail. So there's the push down, greater detail, slamming up. I'm looking for the continuation to get back down here somewhere. Now, one of the ways I can do that is actually look at a move that was broken. Well, there's the move, shot up aggressively, failed, and then collapsed and went on the extension. Okay, so I'll get my extension tool from this top to the base, which is probably here where it started and then it probed. Let me kind of explain that one to you as well. Right, came down, it flattened out, but from these low points, it pushed to around 23, 25. Came back, probed it, and then shot up, failed, and then came screaming back down again. So what that does is, that gives me a target point, which is here, the 127. So about 10 pips is right. The next target point is going to be down here. So if I actually draw these in, these are the areas of attraction that I'm looking for. Okay, and that's what we're doing. We're looking for value in the market, and that value for me is these points. Okay, now as we come down, we'll see there's your push point, straight down onto your 161, and then we can start staging these things as well if we so wish. So the other one where it'll move to is there, and again you see it's pushed up and it's stalling. So all I need to do is just move that underneath there, just like so, push that back down on itself, and eventually it'll come retrace against this. Now this isn't difficult, it's actually just using basic structures. So it started up there, came down to this point, right. We can start also selling any of these as well. So we're going to drop them in. Just like so. Right. All the way up to that yellow is a good area to start selling. Now we're starting here and we're going to push the price up. Now, if that gets above this one, I'll move it directly to there. Gets above that one, I'll move it to here, and I'm going to follow it up till it slams down. That's the game, that's the plan. It's not moving fast enough for it to be a full-on sort of fib retracement. So I've got to go with what the bigger picture is, and the bigger picture is telling me to sell it. Now, also, if I'm looking at things, US is incredibly strong. It's pushed up, had one of the biggest gains yesterday, Pound didn't gain anything, and it only moved up 1 point, but there's still a decent gulf. I can't put a big target in because they're pretty close together, so the strength is close together, and also there's not a lot of movement in cable at the minute. So sensible choice, just move it up a little bit at a time, watch it. So drop this back to 5 minutes so I can see where we're at. There it is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that halfway in into this cluster, catch, and then what we'll get, we can even increase our target if we so wish. But as soon as that triggers in, I'll stage up. There we are. Now I can stage up to this level, and hopefully it'll either come to here or it'll pick up some orders and then come back, and I'll get out here with a multiple set of orders. So let me put some orders in. Now I'm also looking to see where my box of pain is. Now the guys in the squad will know what the box of pain is. That's where the stop lives. And not only does it live there, it tells me how to get out. Right, so I've just put another order in just above it, just here. Don't really need these lines too much anymore, but I can use them as guide to see stall points. But we'll see if we can run it down, and then job's done. And then I'll be back on the camera live with the guys at 8 o'clock. So if the trade isn't complete, I may have to cut out, but then I'll come back to it after the meeting later on this evening. But hopefully this will be done before 8 o'clock. So let's run it out and we'll see how we get on. Okay guys, I need the camera now to go into a live stream with the guys. So I'm going to turn this off, but it's kind of coming on to 5 to 8. I don't want to run this any longer than I need to, but it's currently net positive, as we can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the camera now. You can see where the trade is, and when I come out of the live stream, I'll quickly recap it, see if it's gone to target, and give you an update. But at the moment we're running, stop dead on the levels that I put in, so I'm quite happy. It's been a good trade, well planned and well thought out. Catch you in a bit. Okay guys, just finished the meeting with the guys. We do it pretty much every day via Zoom, face to face. Little salute to Perry, he did really well tonight, as did all of you guys, asking the right questions, and it was a super chat. But let's have a look, see what's happened. There's nothing left on the screen, and that's because I decided to pull it out while I was in the meeting. I was kind of watching it jostling backwards and forwards. I thought, you know what, I don't really want to sit on it. I'll just take what it's giving, and then that's the day complete. And the guys saw this all the way through, so I'm quite happy with the way today's gone. And that's it. So that concludes my night. I've got a little bit of work to do now. So it's 10 to 10. Started at 6 o'clock this morning. Not trading all the time, because obviously I'm looking after the guys and answering emails and various bits and pieces. And then I'll do it all again tomorrow. So that's it. See you later.